Hi everyone, welcome back to The Uphill. Oh dear, I don't normally film videos for this channel. Well, I don't normally film videos for this channel, let's face it. I've been very slack. But I don't normally film them on a makeup background. I've been filming a makeup tutorial and then I thought, bloody hell, I haven't done a vlog in ages and I'm 30 weeks pregnant. So I've only got like 9, if I have an elective C-section, I've got 9 weeks to go. So I thought it was high time, really, that I did one and filled you in with what's going on. As it happens, not a lot, because second trimester, I just think you don't really have that many symptoms, do you? It's like first trimester, you have all the symptoms, but you're just so paranoid that you can't relax. And then you sort of have this lull where there's no symptoms and also no kicking, which is slightly scary. And then you start getting your kicking. So that started at about 19 weeks, maybe a little bit before that. It was later with Angelica, and then reached a peak about 27 weeks when I was literally being kicked to death all through the night, every night, which didn't happen last time. So that was quite amusing. The baby has breech again at the moment anyway, and so likes to kick me in the bladder or just sort of go like this. Ooh, 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 especially if I'm walking somewhere and I'm in public, because it makes it all the more embarrassing when I have to sort of go, ah! And it feels like having an electric shock in my bladder. Not that I've ever had one of those, thankfully, but that's what it seems like. And I just sort of need a wee constantly, I mean all the time. Sometimes I go to the toilet, I have a wee, I stand up, I go to flush a chain and I think, oh, why am I flushing a chain? I haven't had a wee yet because I need a wee again already. Sort of an exaggeration, but only just. I mean, I need a wee a lot. So yes, need a wee a lot, feeling very unfit and sort of out of breath, can't get the pram up the hill, up my road. I just feel knackered by the top of it. Normally I'm not like fitness woman by any stretch of the imagination, but I can sort of, you know, I'm reasonably fit and I can deal with everyday situations. Not at the moment. Partly because I need a wee all the time. So there's a lot of movements that I just think, oh, this is really gonna, you know, play havoc on my bladder. Like getting in and out of the car and stuff like that. I'm just, oh God, I can't be bothered. So, yeah, the bladder, the C-section scar is okay at the moment because I've found lots of things that sort of go over the bump that don't touch it, which is nice. So that hasn't been as itchy. Did I mention it was itchy before? Not itchy, but just sort of annoyed. It was an annoyance. And then I went for my 28-week midwifery thing, and the baby is breech, and from what she can tell, large. It's on the large side. So I don't know whether you've been following my written blog, The Uphill, but I've talked a lot about VBAC and the fact that since pretty much the first appointment I've had when I got pregnant, everyone's been battering on about VBAC, which is vaginal birth after C-section, which is fine because I know that it is a lot sort of easier on your body to do it that way. It's supposed to be a lot less risky in terms of potential things that can happen, and that's absolutely fine. I don't mind people sort of telling me that, but I know that already because I've done quite a lot of research, and I just did a couple of posts on the website discussing my feelings on it because I had a large baby for my size last time. The consultant even said, you know, if it hadn't have been breech, even you might have really struggled, which sort of dented my confidence for this pregnancy in terms of delivering naturally. As it happens, the baby's breech, so they just wouldn't do it after a C-section, and this, with that baby being breech and this baby being breech, they wouldn't even entertain that idea. So that sort of takes the decision out of my hands a little bit. But I thought it was a very interesting discussion and so many people commented on the blog. So do take a look at those posts and add your comments if you want to. That would be really good. I can't really think of anything else to report. I just wanted to check in. And seeing that I was here looking like Jon Snow in my parka because it's so cold in my office, I thought that I would just say hello and record a little bit while the camera was set up and, you know, remind you that I'm still here. So do check out all the update posts and stuff like that over on the blog. But yeah, all going well. Can't believe that I'm in the 3rd trimester. I want to say it's flown by, but it hasn't really flown by. It's felt like a very long time, because when I think I got pregnant and found out in the beginning of June, and now we're coming up to Christmas, that just feels bizarre. It's like, well, it's half the year, I suppose, but it feels like a lot longer than that. 9 weeks to go if I do have an elective C-section, which I think is probably likely. I can't say I'm thrilled about either option, apart from the fact that An Amazing Baby is going to come out, which is brilliant. But, you know, I don't really like hospitals. I don't see a C-section as the easy option at all, because, you know, it's like needles, it's cutting, it's hospitals, it's recovery time, it's scars and weeping things and but then, you know, equally, I don't know whether I would feel that confident if the baby was the right way round with a natural birth now. After what happened last time, I feel like I'd be going into it on the back foot, so I'd be equally nervous. So I feel like it's just one of those things, you know, that's got to happen. And last time I was really sort of geared up for this. Yeah, I'd read loads of natural birthing books and I was so geared up for it. I really had quite a lot of adrenaline behind me, looking forward to the birth and what it was going to be like and curiosity and things like that. This time I'm like, meh. So that's slightly different. But, you know, it's Christmas and then the baby is basically here, you know, after a few weeks. So it's very exciting. And I think I might, do you know what I think I might do? In the January sales, I might get myself some little things just for the new baby. So I don't know what I'm having. Could be a girl, could be a boy. And I feel like I've got everything already because Angelica's still virtually a baby. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a few special things that are just for this baby. That's what I'm going to do. And just sort of nest in January. That's what's happening. So yeah, anyway, I've whittled on far too much. I'm going to go now and I'll see you in whatever the next video is. Whatever random thing I decide to come up with. Toodle pip.